Hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Today, we are going to continue with the Markarth Zone story with Lady and Rose, my Starpsong vampire. I want to judge something. What do I judge? Let's judge the keyboard. As we often do. Oh, happy Goth Day, by the way. Today is World Goth Day. Choice Day. So, today my daily reward is 10 crown repair kits. Could be worse. I have left Lillian here. Around Rebel's Threat Way Shrine. But, where is our next stop? Let's continue Zone story. Oh, there it is. Talk to Arana in the Rebel's Retreat. Let's change dresses. I feel like I've worn this for like a decade. I wish to wear something really pretty. This is cute, but not pretty enough. Let's go with this. It's simple, stylish, and kinda sorta sophisticated. Suits Lydian's personality well. Alright. Oh, today's daily endeavors. Today's daily endeavors encourage you to kill 10 foes with weapon abilities, destroy 5 storm adrenaches, mine 5 jewel seams, place 5 furnishings, and or capture 1 town in Cyrodiil. This week's weekly endeavors encourage you to kill 15 world bosses, catch 16 fish, or complete 7 group dungeons. Again, quite a bit of variety in like the level of difficulty. Group dungeons take a long time. World bosses are a little bit of a challenge, catching 60 fish. Absolutely no problem. Unless you don't like fishing. So, where is Arana? Over there. Let's dash. The Zone story in the Reach Markarth area is only 6 stages long. But after you have completed everything with one character, there might be a surprise. As usual, we are drinking coffee.
The story of the Dark Heart. The Ghost Song clan knows it well. My clan. Once. I need to speak with my sister, Nathari. She studied the old secrets. Knows about prophecies, both ill and fair. If anyone can glean the mind of Lady Belaine, it's her.
Old secrets?
Traditions passed down from our foremothers. Like the story of the prophecy of the Dark Heart. It deals with souls, shadows, endings. I know the core of it, but Nathari understands the nuances. Unfortunately, we haven't spoken in a long time.
Would Nathari talk to me?
An outsider? Not likely. We need someone to intercede on our behalf. We need Brayden. He's a friend, and he holds the respect of the clan. If he vouches for you, Nathari might talk to you. He often visits Roldan Ring to trade news. Meet me there.
I will meet you, Brayden, at Roldan Ring.
Brayden can speak to the mood of the Ghost Song clan.
Stop
Tell
that.
him what you
The
told me.
Awakening Dark.
I'm sure he'll help us get a meeting with my sister. He's a werewolf.
Yes, yes. Oh, we find a law book. Great Spirits of the Witch, Volume 2. Unrelated to our quest, so we shall leave it without that much attention. I was wondering, pondering what is the easiest path to get to our destination. Let's try this. While keeping our eyes open for jewel seams. We have fallen off the mountainside. Or is it cliffside? It's pretty low, so it must be cliffside. And we probably maybe should be on the other side of the river. Can we get up from here? No? Dang it, Todd. And in front of us we see a rare example of a waterfall that isn't very pretty. That is a rare sight in ESO where sceneries are really, really lovely. Roldan Ring discovered.
Brayden, what
Brayden?
news of the Ghost Song clan?
Your sister led the clan to Lost Valley. I was about to join them. Who's the outsider?
An ally against the Grey Horse.
An outsider walking alongside the great and powerful Arana. That's not a sight I thought I'd see today. And she says you're an ally.
I'm her ally.
Tell me, outsider, why do you care what happens to the Reach?
I'm trying to stop the Grey Host. We need to talk to Arana's sister.
An outsider come to fight outsiders. I wish you hadn't brought your war here in the first place. Speaking with Nathari is going to be difficult, even if she would agree to such a meeting. She's taken the clan to Lost Valley Redoubt.
The Lost Valley?
That's just what the Reach folk call it. It isn't actually lost. We know exactly where it is. It's a sacred place from a darker time. Nathari said the time had come to return to Lost Valley. Promised the clan a great revelation.
What kind of revelation?
I'm not sure, but I'm no witch. Some of our rituals aren't meant to be shared with outsiders, I'll tell you that much. Still, if Arana says it's important for you to speak to her sister, I believe her. I'll vouch for you, outsider.
As usual, after the initial conversation, we get to explore the lore a little bit further. I don't feel like it today. So we need to go here. We should probably maybe
I'm
follow
off to
the
Lost Valley. If you want to find your sister, that's where she'll be.
marked path. I mean, might make things a little bit easier. Sometimes, if you're like really, really lucky, wood notes drop paintings. That is relatively rare, but when that happens, the painting in question is something really sweet. I think the paintings that drop from wood notes are randomized but tied to the area in which you are currently in. There was 2 inns. Ew. That waterfall is a lot prettier. Lost Valley Redoubt discovered. Oh yes, that's pretty. Oh, and so pretty I fell off. I wanted to see if
Drayden's work, I presume. But why are these monsters here in the first place?
it seems like the water's flowing at like different speeds on different tiers. Well, that we would need to go a little bit further. Let's speak with Arana now.
Drayden must have gotten here ahead of us. I'd recognize his handiwork anywhere. It seems that the redoubt is overrun with Grey Host troops. We'll need to get past them to reach the old ritual site.
Where is the ritual site?
The Nords built their barrow over the caves that were once used by my ancestors. The Spirit Queen led the first Ghost Song matron to a spot deep beneath the redoubt. I think that's where Nathari has taken the clan.
You make it sound like no one else has used this place in a long time.
They haven't. My mother had the entrance to the barrow concealed when I was a young girl. No one has used it since before I was born. I always knew those old stories interested my sister, but I never expected her to lead the clan down there.
Now. Try sounds of water. Yes, we need to search the Lost Valley Redoubt. Enemies dwell here, and also I see a thieves' troll that's looted. Nothing really good. So, yes, enemies. Moving on that marker over there.
I don't understand. It's like the Grey Host is guarding this place.
Werewolves. Ooh, we find a treasure chest as well. Have we walked with Arana earlier? She seems to give damage shields in combat, which is always a real nice surprise. Nothing really good there. Okay, let's venture in. Using my vampire privilege here because I'm lazy.
It doesn't look like the Grey Host attacked my clan. At least not yet. We need to find them.
This is a really pretty area, lots of waterfalls and majestic
Grey Host command camp
cliffs.
up ahead. Let's see what they're doing here.
Also a little bit difficult to navigate. Do we go that way? I think so. Another thieves' drop. Wow. Again, nothing that good. be in the middle of the clearing down there. Probably so. I'm going to go with a dynamite. There are enemies down there, so we can just hop on down and then easily reclaim those towers. Sorry. Also another treasure chest. I hope I have room in my inventory. Treasure map. So, we find here a letter to Pentarch Draljura. Pentarch Draljura. Rada al-Saran assures me that I can rely on. It has taken me years to prepare the Ghost Song clan for their part in the Dark Prophecy. I will not tolerate clumsy mistakes at this late hour. I convinced Nathari that the time has come, that she must perform the ritual required by the Dark Prophecy. Do whatever she asks to make sure she and her clan are not disturbed. While her hold is strong, the clan may balk when they learn that what she actually plans to do. Help them take the final step if needed. Once Nathari seals the door, keep everyone away from the barrel. I will await the results. I must be there when the ritual awakens the Dark Heart. Remember, the Ghost Song clan represents the surest path to our goals. Do not let anything disturb my pet witch. Later, bye. Talk to her.
Well, do those scratchings on paper tell you anything about what the Grey Host is doing in Lost Valley Redoubt?
Lady Blaine convinced Nathari to perform a ritual required by the Dark Prophecy.
I never should have let Nathari push me aside. She was always drawn to darkness, even as a girl. Lady Blaine must have found her eager to believe the right lies. Does that letter say what Blaine hopes to gain from my sister's foolishness?
She believes Nathari's ritual will awaken the Dark Heart.
The Dark Heart again?
The Dark Heart again.
According to the prophecy, death awakens the Dark Heart. By the spirits, what evil has Blaine convinced my sister to perform? We need to find Nathari and stop her before something terrible takes place.
Alright. Now we need to find the barrel. Excuse me, but my fingers are in oblivion. So, we must continue that way. How do we get stairs? Perhaps
We're going the right way. The entrance is farther up. Keep going.
confirmation of us going the right way. I love that.
We're almost to the summit. The barrow entrance is just ahead.
Barrow entrance just ahead. It must be that door over there.
The entrance should be here somewhere. Look around.
Inviting blue lights. Lost Valley Barrow and a concealed entrance examined.
Ah, you found the rock. That's actually the door, but it will only open for a Ghost Song witch. Well, look at that. I've still got it. Now let's enter the barrow and find my sister.
Well, a good thing we have a witch as a companion. Let's enter and see what we find. I hope it's something really good. Let's see, is this area large? Kind of. Seems simple and straightforward, though. But I make no promises of not getting tangled and... Ooh, earths. Misplaced.
Dark magic. Rising all around us. Nathori must have started the ritual. Dare Nathori allow Grey Host soldiers to prowl these halls?
More urns. Nothing very good there.
Ritual sacrifices. Nathori wants the clan to return to the old ways. These
Speaking
dead
with
are ancient. Clearly not my sister's doing.
Arana, this step is optional. Let's first go to our marker. Ghost Song Sacrifice. Examine. Our
Can't
next
believe she
mission
actually did it. Nathari sacrificed this ghost song hunter.
is to find Nathari. That means we need to move further into the barrow. We find a doorway that's enter chamber of the dead. How ominous. We find Nathari.
Nathari, no! What have you done?
The hour is upon us, dear sister. You must feel it. The darkness.
You sacrificed our own people! Oh, poor Sagan!
Oh dear. It seems Nathari has truly gone bonkers.
I should have expected Arana to take up with outsiders. She always rejected the old ways. This is no place for one who doesn't hear the spirits of the Reach. You're not worthy to walk these sacred halls.
Worthy? You sacrificed your own people.
And every one of them gave up their life willingly. They gladly died to awaken the dark heart from its slumber. Arana may deny it, but this is the day Namira has been preparing us for. We give our souls to the dark in return for eternal life.
And none of your people refused to lay down and die for you.
You sound like Braden. True believers see the honor in this sacrifice, but not everyone can overcome the fear that whispers in their ears. The flesh quails even when the spirit is strong. No matter, we help them complete their journey.
In other words, you kill them, whether they agree to die or not.
Why does this matter to you, outsider? The ghost song hunters, the true hunters, gather below, ready to give their lives for the Spirit Queen. Braden will too, when his time comes. I shall complete the ritual and awaken the dark heart.
Lady Belaine is using you. She doesn't care about your clan.
The clan chose me, Arana. The Spirit Queen demands death, and I shall give it to her.
Damn it. I should never have left. No,
Now we must
I can't
speak
allow
with
this. We need to find Braden and the others.
Arana and see how she feels about all of this.
This is horrible.
This is
Nathari has convinced herself that she's doing the will of the Spirit Queen. And she persuaded at least some of the clan to go along with this madness. We have to find a way to stop her.
Lady Belaine and Nathari both believe that sacrificing your clan will awaken the Dark Heart.
Aye. That seems to be the long and short of it. The Dark Heart will beat again, and its power will surge up from the deep places to consume everything. Its darkness will cover the world.
Why would they want that to happen?
The prophecy talks of death and destruction. But it also says that those who embrace it will be spared. There's power in the darkness, especially for those who believe and hold true to its word. Now let's go try to save my clan from this madness.
Alright. But first, we must look around this chamber and see if there's anything to loot. We find urns. And I think that's about all. Places like this rarely have treasure chests or such. Just urns with randomized loot. Which is, of course, very, very good. Now, since this is a safe place, I'm going to park you here for a moment and fetch coffee. I will be right back. I have returned. I'm going to trust my expertise and not check that I am in the
The old
picture.
matrons mentioned a ritual cave deep within the barrow.
So,
It must be this way.
as we advance, we find more enemies. Relatively easy enemies, which is always nice. I wish to try something. I want to replace my pulsar with Wall of Elements. Just to test if
Some
it
hunters loyal to Nathari. Surely some must have opposed her.
works better.
This is madness! Nathari will bring ruin upon the entire clan!
We found a vanishing plan. Let's look at it. Pretty. I really like the dwarven furnishings, but where can one use these? We don't have like any dwarven styled homes. And it feels weird to just slap that in a, say, dark elf house. We find something more here in that corner. Another letter, it seems. Sinan's note.
Poor Senan. Not you too, old friend.
Damn
Was
Nathari.
that beside him?
She promised that we'd each have a choice to make here, but the moment some chose to live instead of die, she set the others upon us. The wound I took, it will be the end of me. At least I got away. Nathari has convinced the rest of the clan that dying as a sacrifice will allow them to live forever. But I know the truth. This ritual of hers is about power, and in the end, she'll be the only one left to claim the prize. I hear chanting below from the dark descent. The sacrifices begin soon. I don't know which is worse, dying here alone or being thrown into that horrible pit with the others. Funny, Brayden always told me that learning to write was a waste of my time. At least it gave me something to do as my blood ran from my body.
What do those scratch marks tell you?
Well, that was sad. Inventory full. Let's speak with Arana before summoning a merchant.
Not many of my clan learned the scratchings, but Senan could read and write the Imperial language. He spent years in Markarth's Imperial Guard. What did he write down?
Senan and some of the others fought back. He was mortally wounded by another clan member.
As we've seen, Nathari has convinced some of the clan to support this mad endeavor. This is Lady Belaine's doing. Spirits take that woman. She's laughing far from here and safe, while Nathari does exactly what she wants.
The note mentions the Dark Descent, a pit where the rest of the clan is going to be sacrificed.
I remember that from the stories. A cavern where the floor drops into darkness. That's where the first Ghost Song Witch made a bargain with the Spirit Queen. Legend says the pit divides the land of the living from the dead. Let's keep moving.
Let's. But first, we must barter.
Care to bar?
Sorry. Do I need Shadow Dancer? Sturdy Shadow Dancer? Uncertain. Must hold on to it. Don't need helps. Great Sword of Succession. This drops from Maelstrom Arena. Of course I need it. Why is my inventory always so full?
Come!
She said and continued to loot every container. So we need to enter the Dark Descent now. Whether we want to or not. I wonder what it will look like here. Will it be more tunnels or something green pretty? Yeah, just tunnels. But the area we need to explore is relatively large.
I feel all of dark magic from below. We need to hurry.
Wow, so much water. Oh, I wish we didn't have that sense of urgency. I would like to stare at the waterfalls for a bit longer. Actually, not longer. But we mustn't dwindle. Kinda sorta prefer both elements actually. For this build, it's more intuitive to use, especially when there are like many enemies around. We find Natharin again, and now she seems to be an enemy. Let's blindly attack and see what happens.
It must be fed.
So this is one of the battles where one enemy turns into many enemies. Summons more friends.
Nathari's power is growing. Every sacrifice strengthens the darkness.
We must now continue to pursue Nathari. That's actually a really cute version. Ritual Cavern. And more enemies, as one might actually expect. The caverns turn higher here, and we don't feel as claustrophobic as before. A welcome change, actually.
Below us, the darkness gathers in that infernal pit. I can feel it. The dark heart, it's waking up.
Reach the ritual site, and I do believe we have a boss battle to attend. Let's go, Bray.
It responds. The dark heart awakens. Give your lives so the dark heart may beat again. Too late, sister. The prophecy is fulfilled.
So where is our...
Stop
Oh, there
Nathari
you go.
before she feeds my entire clan to the darkness.
The dark heart hungers.
The darkness makes Nathari stronger. And try to protect
So, do we? I suppose we need to
Use the portals to get out of there.
do tricks. Void portal. Do on earth torch. Use void portals to escape battle. Like seriously, how? We did it.
Returns to its slumber. Raiden, we're alive. Thank the spirits.
We have slain our enemy and also found Raiden. Raiden? Dave. Speak
I
with
knew Nathari's ideas were folly, but this, with her own hand, she gave her kin to the darkness. She would have killed all of us if you and Arana hadn't arrived.
The real enemy is Lady Belaine. She convinced Nathari to sacrifice your clan.
Nathari was a friend once, before she became obsessed with the old ways. If Lady Belaine put her on that path, then I've got a score to settle with her. And I'll fight to protect what's left of us, few though we may be.
Will you join Arana and help us defeat Lady Belaine and the Grey Host?
Aye, we'll fight. There aren't many of us left, but most of us are werewolves. Lady Belaine will regret the day she turned our own witches against the clan. That, I promise you. We'll make our way to Rebels' retreat. I'll look for you and Arana there.
It is good to make friends. Now we must return to Rebels'
isn't your
retreat.
Nathari could only see her own visions, hear her
I'm very
own
interested in the light effects in the pit. Really very pretty. Alright. Now we can use our convenient exit. I really like it when game devs say, well, you can't be expected to go back the way you came. Here's another door. Use it to get out easily. So considerate. So, Rebels' retreat is there. I think the easiest way is to just use a way shrine to get there. Oh, such beautiful. Stone looking for jewel seams, so we shan't bother with those right now. Back to Rebels' retreat. I suppose this is where the quest completes itself.
This is what you bring us, Arana. Frightened pups?
Frightened pups? My hunters are the equal of 10 of yours. Do you care to see our claws and fangs?
Save it for the Grey Host, Skin Changer. Let's see what they can do on the training field.
I hope they rip her to shreds, because no respect for disrespect.
The news that Lady Boleyn was invoking the prophecy of the Dark Heart. I never expected it to lead to the decimation of my old clan at the hands of my sister. Still, I can't help feeling that this was a rehearsal for something even more terrible.
What do you mean, even more terrible?
The prophecy says it takes more than a handful of deaths to awaken the Dark Heart. Oh, Nathari got something to stir, but I think Lady Boleyn just used her to test the waters. The darkness responded, though. Thank the spirits who stopped the ritual.
And that truly does complete the quest. Well, that was unfortunate. So, what do we do then? We need to kill 4 more enemies with weapon abilities and also destroy storm atronachs. Atronite? So what are our weapon abilities? Well, it seems that our weapon abilities are unstable wall that. Now, where does one find Storm Atronach, you ask? I shall. Easiest way is to go to
Don't take another step.
and the Spellscar area. Supposed to wonder if I'm thinking about air Atronach and not storm Atronach, but most must be present there, so let's go there. The Spellscar area is often crowded by people who are looking to quickly and efficiently level up their characters. So it is always full and in a way fun to run out. And I was also right, we do find storm atronachs here. Is that one? Wait for me. Another one there. Let's go get it. I have to now ask, do I have like a hair kit equipped? Why was my gear all of a sudden fixed? This is no, was that thunder? This world doesn't have. Oh, it's alright. does have a storm avalanche. So we must be getting close to completing our daily endeavor of destroying 5 storm avalanches. Actually, those dudes. Now, killing 10 foes with weapon abilities seems to be a little bit more difficult for me, so it might be easier to just go and place furnishings. Oh, but we have a treasure map, northern elsewhere. Let's go dig it up. Hopefully I have unlocked even some way shrines in northern elsewhere, because running around for a too long time is a little bit frustrating. Our treasure lies there, and we do have a convenient way shrine for that. Wonderful.
Jacques, light my path through this madness.
Nothing elsewhere is a really nice area. This very lush and green, and still some areas of it are a delightfully open, sandy desert. The contrast is very appealing, and also I really like the idea of Kashid living here. What did we get? We get to use our merchant yet again. Why is it so difficult to let go of things?
How may I?
Now, which house should we travel to place 5 furnishings? Oh, let's go to Pilgrim's Rest, actually, because I decorated this real quick and I can't remember what I did with it. I purchased Water's Edge, another house in Leolin, fully furnished, and I used some of the furnishings to decorate this place. It seems I have gone with a little bit of like a bachelor crash pad type of a thing. We have a teeny tiny little kitchen area here with sweet rolls, and a dining area, and a reading nook, and a bed, of course. Complete with a statue of Nocturne. Can we place furnishings? Yes, we can. We can place another book here. That can live next to the skooma butler. And then we can place Sanitar. And then we can place Sanitar again. This is a really easy way to complete a daily endeavor of placing 8 set amounts of furnishings. You don't have to leave them there, just use one. Place it, pick it up, place it, pick it up, and do that until the endeavor is completed. But now, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return next Thursday at 2 p.m. to continue from here, and tomorrow on Friday at 2 p.m. we shall play Oblivion Remastered. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all later. Ciao.